So Techland has just posted a brand new update that is now live inside Dying Light the Beast. Techland says after hearing the community's requests, they have introduced a new human enemy behavior. Enemies with melee weapons will now recognize when you're aiming a firearm at them and might decide to surrender rather than losing their life. Depending on your actions, this scenario can unfold in a number of ways, but they want us to discover it for ourselves. This is a nice change, as some of the Baron's men were hell-bent on getting me even after I had a shotgun pointed at their head after killing all their friends. So this is a nice quality of life improvement.
Fuck this.
Techland has also added 9 new finishers for different weapon variants, and these 9 variants are as followed. 1 for the one-handed bladed weapons, 2 for the long blunt weapons, 2 for the long bladed weapons, 1 for two-handed blunt weapons, 1 for two-handed bladed weapons, 1 for knives, and 1 for knuckle dusters. That was kind of hard to say. And today starts week 3 of the Call of the Beast event, and it's called Sharpshooter. To do this challenge, you must hit accurate shots, meaning an accurate shot is every shot from a firearm, excluding the flamethrower and ranged weapons like the bow and crossbow. And the rewards this week will be the marksman car skin and the bullseye rifle, which look pretty nice. To unlock the marksman vehicle skin, we have to land 10 million accurate shots, and to unlock the bullseye rifle, we have to land 20 million accurate shots. This week's Call of the Beast event will run from today, Thursday, until Thursday, November 6th. The next part of this update is Techland going over the PUBG event that takes place tomorrow, which I covered all of that in yesterday's video. So if you want to hear about that PUBG event, watch this video here on my channel. And the rest of the notes for today's update is bug fixes and improvements, which we'll start going over with the progression fixes. They resolved the blocker preventing players from picking up the cable and precious cargo. They fixed incorrect save and load behavior for doors and precious cargo. They resolved an issue where players couldn't move after disabling gas cylinders and chain reaction. They fixed the potential block in hunting Yaga quest if players close the doors after killing the scientists. In co-op, they fixed an issue in One Flew Over the Volatile's Nest quest where players would respawn outside the mission area after death. They improved volatile behavior in the quest What Lurks Beyond the Pine. They fixed misplaced investigation triggers in the convoy during The Beast Within, adjusted AI despawning in Power Gamut, balanced bullet count received during precious cargo, fixed NPC duplication issues in hubs under certain scenarios, fixed unintended cooldown triggers during Hive encounters, corrected crafting and inventory data inconsistencies, and they fixed several terrain areas which players could get stuck in. For the performance and stability, they fixed various crash issues across all platforms, improved game stability when creating new saves and during long gameplay sessions, resolved multiple cases of performance issues and FPS drops in co-op mode, enhanced visual quality by addressing level of detail and texture streaming issues, and they enhanced visual quality by addressing level of detail and texture streaming issues. For graphical improvements, they resolved multiple lighting and visual artifacts across various missions and platforms, corrected various visual artifacts and graphical inconsistencies, addressed improper camera behavior and graphical glitches in several quests, fixed animation issues including shotgun unequipped or various loot pickup, fixed translucent material rendering on windows, and resolved floating gun issue during a cutscene. For the UI and audio, they improved UI responsiveness on 4K displays, which I play on 4K and I can tell you they totally fixed that. It feels a lot better. They corrected keybind issues conflicting in settings, addressed translation error in mission objectives, added missing description text for certain options menu, fixed opening animation playback issues on PC, resolved audio and subtitle synchronization issues in multiple quests, replaced incorrect SFX for several usable items, fixed audio behavior places with guitar, synced and improved audio events for several mini boss fights, and they fixed screamer audio glitches. And lastly, which is actually a good balance, they increased the amount of oxidizers looted around the world. They reduced the cost of wirings used for weapons crafting and upgrading. They introduced a new assortment to vendors with more craft parts towards the end of the game, and survivors in the encounters are now more resistant to player and enemy hits. Now that's a lot, and that is everything that is in the patch notes for today's update in Dying Light the Beast. If you like Dying Light, consider subscribing to the channel, as over 95% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed. Like the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.